All right, members of the jury, have you elected a foreperson? Would you give your juror number, please?
54.
54. And has the jury reached a verdict as to each count of the information?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
One verdict and one verdict only.
Yes.
Would you hand all of the paperwork to the bailiff, please?
This is the ones that you didn't know.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. May I see that too, please, Mrs.
Oh, I know that.
Chairman? Thank you. The defendant will rise and face the jury and hearken to its verdicts.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read?
You've all heard the news. You've all seen the video clip I started this with of Kyle Rittenhouse being acquitted of all charges by a unanimous jury. This was, of course, the only verdict consistent with the evidence, with the law, and with justice. The state here never had even close to what they needed to disprove self-defense beyond a reasonable doubt. No case that a reasonable jury could possibly convict on. And despite that, they brutalized this poor kid for a second time in this trial after the initial series of murderous attacks on Kyle Rittenhouse. For the last 14 months, not only did Kyle have to deal with the PTSD of the physical attacks he miraculously survived the night of August 25th, 2020, he also had to worry whether this trial would end in a life sentence plus 5 years with no possibility of early release. Then add in the contemptible conduct of the prosecution in preparing for and arguing this trial with misrepresented evidence, mid-trial evidentiary gifts from the evidence fairy, and outright misrepresentations of the law. And from the perspective of this small-town lawyer, this entire affair was a legal horror show. Then, after both parties had rested and a fair and impartial jury ought to have returned verdicts of not guilty in the morning of the first day of deliberations, the defendant had to suffer through 4 days of uncertainty until the justice finally delivered midday on the fourth day today. We can only thank God that the jury ultimately delivered to Kyle Rittenhouse the justice and acquittals he so richly deserved. All right, folks, as you might imagine, it's a crazy day. I have a ton of media to do, so I can't put too much effort into this. I really don't have much more to say than you've all been reading over the last weeks and months as I've written about this case. It's a great day for Kyle Rittenhouse. It's a great day for everyone who cares about justice, about self-defense, about our Second Amendment rights. Thank you all for being with me on this ride, and I look forward to providing more content on perhaps this and certainly other cases moving forward. And folks, if you haven't already done so, I urge you to please take advantage of the free book offer we've been running over the course of this trial. Get a free copy of our book, The Law of Self-Defense. It's a best-selling book on Amazon. It's a solid 5-star rating with 1,000 reviews. Amazon charges $25 in shipping and handling. We'll provide the book to you for free. We just ask that you cover the cost of shipping the book to you. That's The Law of Self-Defense, our best-selling book, a plain English explanation for how self-defense law actually works in the real world, applied to real people in real courts, so you know where those legal boundaries are and can make more confident, better informed, more decisive decisions in self-defense for yourself and your family. You can get that at lawofselfdefense.com/free book. Remember, if you carry a gun, so you're hard to kill. That's why I carry a gun, so I'm hard to kill. My family is hard to kill. Kyle Rittenhouse is hard to kill. Then you also owe it to yourself and your family to make sure you know the law, so you're hard to convict. Until next time, I remain Attorney Andrew Branker for Law of Self-Defense. Stay safe.